Detroit Pistons add some good depth to their bench, trading for Isiah for 2 second-round picks from the OKC Thunder. This Thunder team, they wanted to get under the luxury tax. They wanted to re-sign Isiah Hartenstein, which they did, to a contract extension, and they had to get rid of Aaron Wiggins early in the week, and now Isiah, the latest Thunder player traded. And this is what stinks with that second apron. Obviously, you got to pay a lot of taxes, and you get penalized pretty much for drafting a good team and not being able to keep your own players. And we saw Wiggins for a few second rounders, and now Isiah, pretty much you got to trade these guys for nothing. So Joe last season, 11.1 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 2.5 threes, and 45% from the field. So he definitely can help this Piston team coming off the bench. They were a little thin, especially in the playoffs. It showed for this Piston team off the bench. So Joe is a spot-up three-point shooter. Obviously, teams, they're double-teaming Cade Cunningham, and the court's going to be open in those corners, especially for Isiah to obviously hit that three ball. So like I said, he's going to get more opportunity, I believe, here in Detroit in terms of minutes per game compared to OKC, where luckily they've drafted so well. They got role players to fill in for Isiah and Aaron Wiggins. In terms of fantasy basketball, maybe in the deepest leagues, I would target Isiah. Like I said, I don't believe he's going to step in to the starting lineup, but definitely someone who could come off the bench anywhere from 18 to 25 minutes per game, I could see for Joe. And even in the playoffs with this Thunder team, he didn't play a lot of minutes with the emergence of AJ Mitchell. He went down with injury. Casey Wallace, he's been solid, and obviously trading for Jared McCain as well. He was kind of the odd man out, but like I said, he's going to get more of an opportunity. Is Joe with this Detroit Piston team coming off as possibly a six-man off that bench for them. But in terms of fantasy basketball, we got to see a lot out of him to be consistent, player-owned in 12-team leagues or deeper. But like I said, I like the move for Detroit, and unfortunately for the Thunder, when you draft well, it doesn't help that you got to pay these guys and worry about the luxury tax in the second apron. So Isiah traded to the Pistons, and we'll see if he can have a good season coming off the bench for them and possibly good fantasy value entering the 2026-27 season.